the hands to hold on to them. I get sick of just about everyone, and I hide in my baby's arms, hide in my baby's arms, 'cause except for her, you know, is I've implied. I will never, ever, ever be alone, 'cause it's all in my baby's hands. Shining, shining secret stones in my baby's hands, in my baby's hands. I get sick of just about everyone, and I hide in my baby's arms, shrink myself just like a tom thumb, and I hide in my baby's hands, hide in my baby's hands, 'cause except for her, there just ain't nothing to latch on to, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's been but one true love in my baby's arms, in my baby's arms, in my baby's arms, in my baby's arms, my baby's arms, in my baby's arms.
I just muted myself. Sorry. It's such a good song, and you guys are right in the chat. It was definitely a very intentional reference for Graveyard. Um, that's sort of like cascading guitar is very much meant to feel that way. Well, yeah, there's a lot of Bob Dylan in there too. I have like a lot of really good memories and a lot of not so good memories associated with that song. But I love Kurt Vile and I love that record so much that I actually, yes, named my favorite About Face Shade after the song. So, you know, little references here and there. And yes, it is definitely it is the best, best About Face Shade. Okay, I'm gonna do something kind of bad right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for it, but I feel like I'm not. So, because this is kind of this like folky Americana-ish, like indie movie kind of playlist. The next song that I'm gonna play for you guys is like a little hint about Americana, which is the movie, my debut theatrical performance that some of you guys might know about, that premiered at South by Southwest a couple weeks ago, and I missed the premiere because I was on a plane, and then there was a hailstorm, and then the plane turned around and it dropped me in Phoenix, Arizona, and I was sleeping in this hotel, and I was also like an hour away from the Taylor Swift kickoff show, and I like wanted to go, but I had to get on another flight, and I was like, ah, what do I do? And it was just like this whole thing, and I ended up missing the premiere, and then I ended up driving home 7 hours from Phoenix to LA at like 5 o'clock in the morning with my mom and my friend Molly, and it was just like it was actually kind of fun despite all like the chaos of the whole thing. They're like blah blah blah, tell us about the hint. Anyway, this song is kind of like a direct hint to the movie premiered, so like people have seen it, so I feel like I can do this without getting in trouble. And also Tony, the director, is like very, very open process, open format. He's been really cool about documenting his entire journey, writing and making this film, you know, posting his kind of his storyboard process, and like giving a lot of stuff away, because he's a really cool creative who believes in like sharing his process so that other up and coming creatives can watch how he does it. He does not gatekeep. He does girl boss, but he does not gatekeep. And in this film, he does a significant amount of gaslight. But anyway, this song is actually a little, I mean, I guess I can just come right out and say that it's in the movie, right? Can I do that? Yeah, the song is in the movie, and it's in my favorite scene that I'm in. And probably one of my favorite moments of myself that has ever been captured on camera. I'm incredibly, incredibly proud of this scene, and this is the song that plays. So I'm going to play it for you guys now, so that when the movie comes out and you get to see it, you can remember this song and remember this moment, and remember that I told you that it was my favorite. It's a beautiful, beautiful record. Here you go. Whew! I have goosebumps all over my whole body every time I hear that song. I mean, it's definitely got to be one of my favorite songs ever, and like especially even more now that it's in Americana. It really gives me just goosebumps everywhere every time I hear it. I mean, like Melanie's voice is just so crazy, and I saw a comment a little bit later, a little while ago in the chat that was like, this song is so Halsey coded, and it really is. I discovered it later on, but it almost feels like a record that would have inspired so many of my other records. You know, I think that if I had been a teenager when when it came out, I think that would have totally been my main character playlist song. Something about the opposite of female rage, something about female stoicism and nihilism, being calm and collected and sure of yourself in a shitty situation, being, you know, kind of at that moment of like, okay, I know what I need to do, and like, I don't want your pity and I don't want your help. I think there's something really, really special about that. Definitely something I would like to explore a little bit more on some of my records, because I think that I always lean towards the very like showy type of anger, the very like loose, unbridled, unrestrained emotion, as opposed to that calculated stillness. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit of the tradition in there. The tradition has, I think, a bit of rage. Lighthouse is very like, yep, this is what's good, but there's like freshly recovered rage in Lighthouse. I'm talking about something that is like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. You know what I mean? Like that kind of when someone is screaming in your face and all you can do is stand there and be quiet and make them feel stupid for yelling, instead of yelling back. I feel like that's a a cool energy for a record to have, you know. Who knows? Maybe that's in the future for me. We'll see. We shall see. I'm going to see one of my favorite artists live for the first time next week, and I'm really, really excited. I've played some of his stuff on the show before, but I thought that he was perfect for this episode because he's definitely a part of the Simon and Garfunkel to Elliott Smith to Conor Oberst pipeline. And he's an East Coastie, which I love. You know, it's funny. Some of you guys are guessing Frank, which is super close because Frank is one of my favorite artists. But this artist I've played before, who I'm about to play again, actually played on a lot of the Frank Ocean records. He's kind of like a behind-the-scenes genius whose solo project I really love as well. You guys already know it's my favorite artist right now. It's your boy, Alex G.
My name is Sandy, I'm 14 years old. My friends say I'm ugly, my dance is on the prettiest thing. The prettiest thing, the prettiest thing, the prettiest thing, the prettiest thing. My name is Sandy, I'm 14 years old, and sometimes I hate you, but right now I just wanna go. I just wanna go. Just wanna go. Just wanna go. Just wanna go. My name is Sandy, I'm 14 years old. My brother says he hates me and Satan is his master. My name is Sandy, I'm 14 years old. My insides are changing, and right now I just wanna grow up. 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 I just wanna grow up.
Alex G. I love Alex G so very much. Like, love him like how I loved musicians when I was a teenager. It's like cool to not grow out of that, which I feel like a lot of you guys get because you've grown up with me, and it's like it's cool to love something so much that like you're like a parent with a child and you're like on YouTube watching interviews of someone being like, they're so cool, I love them so much. You know, like that's like what I'm doing, like in between, you know, having my own music career, still kind of being a perpetual fan. Which is really really cool. I saw somebody in the chat mention City in Color, Dallas Green, which is a really, yeah, the girl I know. It's a really, really, really cool reference. I listened to a lot of City in Color. I'm actually in a room right now with like a bunch of my friends. I'm with Anthony, I'm with Maria, I'm with Erica, I'm with Molly, and like you know, City in Color was like such a such a thing for us growing up. Lots of learning from Dallas Green as well. Some of his songs were the first that I ever learned on guitar and really learned how to like maneuver an acoustic guitar, because one of the things that he does is he uses an acoustic guitar very percussively, where it kind of serves as the guitar and also the drums because of, you know, the way the rhythmic pattern is, which is really cool. And I took a lot of inspiration for that in some of my early music. I still do actually. It's really cool to like. I haven't really actually thought about City and Color in a while. I'm gonna have to go down a whole wormhole now. So many good music from that era. City and Color, Manchester Orchestra. I know. What else are we listening to there? Erica, who's with me, some of you guys might know her because she works for About Face, and she's been my best friend since I was like 13. We grew up in New Jersey together. She was 2 years older than me, and she actually introduced me to a lot of really cool music. So actually, you guys have her to thank for part of the reason that I'm here. But what else did we listen to? Portugal the Man, Manchester Orchestra, City and Color, Math Rock, Portugal the Man, yeah, for sure. What else? There's so many others I'm forgetting, like that are kind of that genre. I mean, definitely both had like an Edward Sharpe phase too, I think, like some of those records. Neutral Milk Hotel, definitely. Sufjan Stevens, definitely. Sufjan is another one that's in the Elliott Smith, Simon and Garfunkel, Conor Oberst pipeline. Well, he predates Conor, I think, right? Same time. Yeah, they're contemporaries for sure. Yeah, Iron and Wine for sure. Big. Oh my God, everyone in the room is gasping. You guys are so funny. Yeah. So, of course, Death Cab, obviously. Love all that. And then obviously Death Cab to Postal Service to like, you know, now we're entering a whole other genre. I'm like that Charlie Day meme from like It's Always Sunny. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where I'm like, I have all the like things like taped to the board with like the red string, and I'm like, okay, so it's Sufjan Stevens and Conor Oberst, and then you've got Death Cab for Cutie, which you know there's an offshoot to Postal Service, which then you can connect to LCD Sound System, and now we're back to Radiohead, which also influenced like you know, I'm like drawing this whole like, oh yeah, someone said Jack's Mannequin. Yeah, something corporate also in there. Like this whole thing is like, so you guys are getting me all riled up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. I sound like you guys. At least you know that we're all the same, right? We're all the same. Yeah, Andrew McMahon came out with me in, where was it, Irvine? Santa Ana? San Diego? Santa Ana? Yeah, I think it was one of my like other California shows outside of LA. We did Dark Blue together. Yeah, it was a really, really cool moment. He's one of my heroes, you know. It was really, really awesome to have him on stage with me at the time. Band of Horses! Great reference! Wow, you guys have really good music. The format, yeah. Broken Social Scene. Oh, that's like totally like, yeah. So funny. So funny. You guys have really good taste in music. I love it. I love it so much. It makes me feel like, because I'm always like kind of nervous sometimes when I put these playlists together, that you guys are going to be like, this is really different than my music. And so I'm like, if you guys like my music, then maybe you won't like this stuff, but like a lot of this stuff informed my music. So it's like, you know, you can kind of find the genesis, the origin story in there. So maybe there's like a little thing in there that you might like, a little seed, a tiny little reference of some kind. Also, I know all of you are sad, and you all like sad indie movies. So if you've ever watched like Garden State or like 500 Days of Summer, then this playlist in particular is like right up that alley. But yeah, anyway, I love that everyone's going crazy in the chat right now, like naming off artists. It's really, really cool. You know, music discovery is such like an important part of my life, and I'm a much happier person when I'm discovering like new music or rediscovering old music and associating that to a feeling. And it has such nostalgic power, you know, it really does. There's so many songs that make me feel like I'm transported back to a different time in my life. What else is there to talk about before we wrap up? I know you guys saw the D-Day doc trailer dropped, and there's a little clip of me and Suga in there, which was really fun. It's from Christmas. I'm so excited for him and his new music, and huge, huge fan, and obviously friend first, but fan always. I don't want to give anything away. But it's a really, really cute moment in the documentary, which is really exciting. Oh, and I met the Easter Bunny. He did great. He was awesome. He was so chill. I was not. You know what? I might post something in the next few days. There's a photo of me where I'm visibly not doing well, and Ender is just chatting away to the Easter Bunny like he interacts with gigantic monstrous animals on a daily basis, and I'm imploding, but also like really stoked for him that he's doing so well, and he's like so social and so cute. However, you know, he's a baby, so like he's not even 2 yet, so he doesn't really eat a lot of like sugar or sweets or anything, but I let him have like a couple of like mini marshmallows, like mini Easter marshmallows that they gave in the goodie bag, because like he saw them and I don't want to be like, no. So he had like a couple of them, and I think I experienced his first like sugar high. It was really something. We went to Beechwood Cafe for breakfast, which is a place I've been going to for years because I used to live in Beechwood Canyon, but now everybody knows about because of the Harry song. But I was there with him, and he was just being an absolute maniac. You know, I was like, cool, this is my future. This is what I'm in for. This is what I have ahead of me. But I'm gonna probably do like a little thing for him for Easter at the house, in the backyard. We'll egg hunt or something, get all the friends together and make it very cute. I have 3 more string ensemble shows that I'm announcing this week, next week. Next week I'm announcing 3 more string ensemble shows, which I know you guys are super excited about because you were stoked about the NJ Pack shows. What else? As you guys know, Maxine starts filming, which is, you know, I might be busy because I'm going to be doing that, but I'm obviously going to try my best to be as engaged with you guys as ever. And you can either find me here when I do shows, or probably on my Tumblr quite a bit, because if I'm going to be sitting like in the trailer waiting, that's like probably what I'm going to be doing. And then, yeah, I feel like everything else is like a super ironclad top secret that I can't share with you. But as the weeks go on, you know, once May starts, I'm going to be starting rehearsals for the summer shows, and I'm trying to do some really cool one-off type performances since I'm in between album cycles right now, which I've never really done before. I've always kind of done like shows that are attached to whatever was the cycle beforehand, and now I'm kind of doing these like one-off shows that are going to be something entirely of their own, which will be really fun. I'm excited to put that together and put all the you know, the production and the set list together and stuff like that, and make a set list that's kind of just not confined to an album cycle. I think that's going to be really exciting for me. Maybe some covers, like, you know, I'm hoping that this is an opportunity to do like a really like loose show that's not quite as you know, specific and strictly executed as some of the shows that I've done in the past that have been like a little bit more conceptual. Anyway, yeah, my first real time in a long time doing off-cycle shows. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm excited to go and play some shows in Europe because obviously, with the exception of Poland, Reading and Leeds, and am I forgetting one? I haven't done too many shows in Europe in the past few years since Manic Tour, so this will be very, very exciting. All right, I'm about to go over time, so I'm going to leave you guys with a more modern record. I go back and forth all the time about this album in particular. It's a new album, and I have like a new favorite every day. But today this one's my favorite, and it fits the vibe of this show so very much. So here you guys are. This is "Let the Light In" by Lana Del Rey featuring Father John Misty.